Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often controversial life story of one of the most talked about figures in modern history, Donald Trump. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump is one of the most influential and controversial figures in modern American history. From a young businessman inheriting his father's real estate empire to becoming a global celebrity and eventually the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Trump's journey has been filled with remarkable successes, dramatic setbacks, and constant media attention. His story is one of ambition, wealth, power, and political transformation. In this video, we'll explore the complete history of Donald Trump, tracing his life from childhood to business success, his rise as a television personality, his unexpected entry into politics, and his impact on America and the world. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in New York City, United States. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Fred Trump and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer who built and managed thousands of apartments in New York City's outer boroughs. Growing up in a wealthy family, Donald was exposed to business at a very young age. However, his childhood was not always easy. He was known for being energetic, competitive, and sometimes difficult to control. At the age of 13, his parents enrolled him in the New York Military Academy, hoping the disciplined environment would help shape his character. The experience proved influential. Trump excelled in leadership roles and sports, developing confidence and a strong competitive spirit. After graduating from the academy, he attended Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. In 1968, he graduated with a degree in economics. After completing his education, Trump joined his father's real estate business. During the early years of his career, he worked closely with Fred Trump, learning the fundamentals of property development, financing, and management. While his father's business focused primarily on middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens, Donald had bigger ambitions. He believed Manhattan offered greater opportunities and larger rewards. In the 1970s, Trump began making a name for himself in New York's highly competitive real estate market. One of his first major projects was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Terminal. The property was transformed into the Grand Hyatt Hotel and became a significant success. This project established Trump's reputation as a bold developer capable of handling large-scale ventures. Throughout the 1980s, Trump's business empire expanded rapidly. He developed luxury residential towers, hotels, casinos, and office buildings. One of his most famous projects was Trump Tower, completed in 1983 on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. The skyscraper became a symbol of wealth and luxury, featuring upscale apartments, offices, and retail spaces. Trump Tower also became synonymous with Trump's personal brand. As his wealth and visibility grew, Trump became a celebrity businessman. He frequently appeared in newspapers, magazines, and television interviews. His extravagant lifestyle, private jets, luxury properties, and high-profile business deals attracted enormous public attention. During this period, he cultivated an image of success and confidence that would later become central to his political identity. However, the path was not always smooth. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Trump faced significant financial difficulties. Several of his casino ventures accumulated large debts, and an economic downturn placed pressure on his businesses. Analysts questioned whether his empire could survive. Trump found himself billions of dollars in debt and faced the possibility of financial collapse. Despite these challenges, Trump managed to recover. Through negotiations with banks and restructuring agreements, he gradually stabilized his finances. During the 1990s, he rebuilt his business operations and continued expanding his brand. His name became attached not only to real estate projects, but also to products, golf courses, and licensing agreements around the world. One of the most significant turning points in Trump's career came in 2004 with the launch of the reality television show The Apprentice. The program featured contestants competing for a job within Trump's organization. Trump's catchphrase, "You're fired," became internationally famous. The show was a major success and introduced Trump to a new generation of viewers. It transformed him from a business figure into a household name recognized across America and beyond. As his public profile increased, Trump began expressing political opinions more frequently. Although he had considered running for president on several occasions and had affiliations with different political parties over the years, many people did not take his political ambitions seriously. Nevertheless, he remained active in public debates and often commented on economic policies, trade, immigration, and international affairs. In June 2015, Donald Trump officially announced his candidacy for President of the United States as a Republican. His campaign immediately attracted widespread attention. Unlike many traditional politicians, Trump presented himself as an outsider who would challenge the political establishment. His campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," became one of the most recognizable political slogans in modern history. Many political experts initially dismissed Trump's chances of winning. However, he quickly gained support from voters who felt frustrated with traditional politicians and government institutions. His direct communication style, large rallies, and heavy use of media coverage helped him dominate public attention throughout the campaign. In Arling-E-Leal, Trump won the Republican nomination and faced former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in the general election. The election was one of the most contentious and closely watched in American history. On November 8, 2016, Trump achieved a surprising victory and was elected the 45th President of the United States. Trump was inaugurated on January 20, 2017. As president, he pursued policies focused on tax cuts, deregulation, border security, energy development, and trade reform. His administration enacted significant tax legislation and appointed numerous federal judges, including 3 justices, to the United States Supreme Court. Supporters praised these achievements, arguing they strengthened the economy and reshaped the judiciary. Trump's presidency was also marked by controversy. His communication style, frequent use of social media, and confrontational approach generated intense debate. Investigations, political conflicts, and impeachment proceedings became major topics during his time in office. In 2019, the House of Representatives impeached Trump for the first time, but the Senate later acquitted him. In 2020, the world faced the COVID-19 pandemic. The crisis affected nearly every country and became one of the defining challenges of Trump's presidency. The administration's response generated both praise and criticism. Supporters pointed to efforts such as vaccine development initiatives, while critics argued that the response was inconsistent and insufficient. Later in 2020, Trump sought re-election and faced Democratic candidate Joe Biden. The election attracted record voter participation. After a highly competitive campaign, Biden won the election. Trump disputed aspects of the election results, leading to extensive political and legal debates. On January 20, 2021, Joe Biden was inaugurated as president, and Trump left office. Many observers expected Trump to fade from public life after leaving the White House. Instead, he remained a central figure in American politics. He continued holding rallies, endorsing candidates, and maintaining influence within the Republican Party. His supporters remained highly loyal, and discussions about a future presidential campaign continued. In November 2022, Trump officially announced another campaign for the presidency. Throughout the following years, he remained one of the most discussed political figures in the country. The political landscape continued to evolve as supporters and opponents debated his legacy, leadership style, and future role in American politics. The 2024 presidential election became another historic moment in American history. Trump secured the Republican nomination and campaigned extensively across the country. His message focused on economic growth, border security, energy independence, and restoring what he described as American strength and prosperity. The election was intensely competitive and closely watched around the world. Trump ultimately won the election and returned to the White House, becoming the 47th President of the United States. This achievement made him only the second U.S. President to serve non-consecutive terms, a rare accomplishment in American history. His return demonstrated the enduring influence he maintained over American politics and his ability to mobilize a large base of supporters. Today, Donald Trump's legacy continues to spark debate. Supporters view him as a transformative leader who challenged political norms, strengthened economic policies, and prioritized national interests. Critics argue that his rhetoric and leadership style increased political divisions and generated significant controversy. Regardless of political opinions, few would deny that Trump has left a lasting mark on American politics, business, media, and culture. Donald Trump's life story is unlike that of any other modern political leader. From military school student to real estate mogul, from television star to president, and from political outsider to one of the most influential figures in the world, his journey has been extraordinary. His rise demonstrates the power of branding, persistence, and public influence, while also highlighting the deep divisions and debates that shape modern democracy. Whether history ultimately views Donald Trump as a revolutionary reformer, a controversial populist, or something in between, his impact on the United States and global politics will be studied for generations to come. His story is still unfolding, and the next chapters may prove just as remarkable as those that came before.